Issues that deeply concern me as a parent and as a grandparent. I'm going to give you a little bit of history of myself in that I've spent close to 40 years in the construction industry as basically an investigator, quality control on a structural committee, investigating structural failures, stuff like that. So I have an investigative mind. The fluoride issue in our water. Now, about 70% of Canadian municipalities and cities, including Calgary, because they've informed themselves that fluoride is actually a neurotoxin, collects in the outer layer of the bones. Lots of kids today have what's called fluorosis. I had it myself in my top front teeth, and I had a couple of bones snap, very brittle, because that's what fluoride does. We know that, again, from international studies and studying the history of fluoride. Now, EPCOR, which adds what is not true fluoride that you have in your toothpaste, it's called sodium fluoricic acid, which has a number of other contaminants. It comes from the scrubbers off of the potash fertilizer plants. In Germany, many years ago, it crippled all of the animals downwind, and they were sued with a group lawsuit. And we're going back 60 years ago. And yet it was then added in the late 40s, early 50s to North American water. Within 3 years, it was in 99% of North American cities. There is not one study that has ever been able to be produced by the suppliers of sodium fluoricic acid that it is safe. Not one. In fact, current studies show that in much smaller amounts than what is in Edmonton water is toxic to the human body. It also pulls through our lead pipes and is synergetic with lead. Now, this is known science internationally. I'm 59. When I was back in high school, I learned about the synergy in chemistry, biology, physics, the synergy of certain metals and biological enzymes. EPCOR does not have to release any information to us, even though we've requested it, on fluoride, which they add to our water, which is a poison. Now, it is illegal under federal law and provincial law to put fluoride directly, sodium fluoricic acid, in our rivers and in our lakes. So why is it okay to put it in our water, drinking water, which we flush the toilet, wash the car, and it goes out our storm system into our rivers and into our lakes? What would you do about that issue?
No, I'm not client of EPCOR. I discovered the services, electric services, not really perfect. I am just choose different company for paying my bills, and another things, that's true. Canada is specific country when here is easy to manipulate people, especially media can do easy, politicians can do easy, and maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm running finally. Maybe at least I do some changes. So that's why public opinion very often is not heard. Or when the public has issues serious, like secrets of the company, It's not EPCOR is on the line. The phone company has so many secrets, and they charge us so much money, and public practically not fight for this, not even do something about it. I remember one time I was thinking, I organize some big group of people, we find some not useful anymore phones, and we go and throw it to the door of tellers. But this is violent, not the way to work. We just don't have a power. Ordinary people don't have a power till in this country we will still have social and political structure. So to fight for example, about issue to ask EPCOR, unveil to the public all the secrets, tell the truth, will practically empty. We need just powerful legal force who can ask instead of us. But how we can do it if we don't have access to national justice system? So that's idea. If I am elected, I know I have a power to do something about this. And any company will have secrets, never in front of me. I will know every secret of the company in this province. And if you require to share with people, I will share with people, like with EPCOR. If they have secret, they are lucky because I am right now ordinary citizen. If in the future I will be elected, they will have no any more secrets. We must remember there are sometimes secrets who are to protect country, like now the terrorists and other things. So we need to understand, especially politicians need to know this. But the idea is, if you were talking about everyday life, everyday moment when we eat, we're talking about fluoride water, yes? But we know the mouth is the place when start everything, future cancer, diabetes, all kind diseases, high blood pressure, because we don't have a normal access to the dental system. So how we can fight? Just we need the right person. With every issue, even EPCOR issue, to just tell the EPCOR, to tell the public what is secret, why they don't want to unveil all the secrets, must be passed by the right person, which they are only politician and legal person, and yeah, that's all.
Would it be fair to say that that we have a problem, a serious problem with privacy of corporations? In that, under Canadian law, even legal counsel is required. And I'm an arbitrator, and I've had some very good mentors. Judge Porter, 20 years on the bench, one of my very, very, very good mentors. And he pointed out to me in Canadian law that even a legal counsel is bound to, if there is potential harm to a child, privacy does not count anymore. Therefore, if we had a bill which reinforced what is Canadian law now anyway, that as a public official, as a CEO, as a board member, that if you're aware of a product or one of your services that is lacking or harming children physically and neurologically, they have a legal obligation to draw it to the authorities' attention, to lay the charges, make the complaint on our behalf. And that type of privacy has to stop. Would you be in agreement with that?
Oh yes, no, I tell you clearly, every group who fight for something, if you use 20 people, is already require attention, especially politician attention. What's happening if you use thousands of people? Means there is something wrong going. Now those people already have the issue. Now they just need leader, somebody who will provide them to fight for this issue, or at least find answer yes or no. Usually, from the day when I'm in Canada, I never saw true leaders. I never saw. I saw people left alone with bunch of issues. That's one of them. If we don't try to look for, at least build them or teach our kids to be in the future leader and take care a lot of issues in this country, we will be left alone, we will be selling ourselves. We will not call ourselves as a wonderful people, Canadian people, no. I can even say more. There is a lot of issue which telling the people how really in Canada life is. It's not true. We have freedom of speech? No. When you go to ordinary places, they just right away telling you, shut your mouth. Freedom of expression? No. When you go to ordinary places, they telling you, sir, accept it. If you're not, you don't get nothing. We're supposed to fight this. There is a lot of issues. And water, pure water. Who don't want to drink pure water? Everybody. But there is nobody who can stand up in front of those screaming people and go ahead. They need to wait 2 years now, those who apply for this issue, for example, till I will be elected. Then I will provide them with full support and we solve the problem.
Well, thank you. And I do have the research.
And I don't need to, I tell you, university degree.